Welcome or welcome back to the Light Renegades. My name is Starr. For those that might find themselves here for the first time, thank you so much for joining us. We are the Light Renegades. We are a collective of Pleiadian beings bringing you information from the veils beyond, the veil that's non-existent at this point. We have some pre-channeled messages that we bring forward, sometimes some live messages too. It just depends on what is happening and what guides wish to step forward. But we have some playlists that you can go and check out. I have my fellow Pleiadian Star Sister Anna Maria bringing information forward from the Galactic Alliance, which is our fractal of the Galactic Federation of Light, the Pleiadian High Council, and also the Grace Collective. We have some meditations that we brought forward together and some familiar faces that you might find in our channelings, everyone. I think that will be all that I'll share, and you can just take a little look over there and see if anything jumps out at you. You know, just explore the channel and see why you might have found yourself here, because I promise you it is not by accident. But today's message, I was incredibly grateful for everyone, those that are in real time. Apologies that I haven't been here this week. There has been a lot going on with me emotionally wise since ceremony, and I've just had to take some time to recalibrate, readjust so that I could be here and be holding more light is what I want to share, everyone. But I will perhaps go into a little bit more about ceremony in another video if that's what some of you are wanting from the collective. Please do let me know. But I will be back next week with channelings from Lucifer. And yeah, I think sometimes we need a break too, everyone. And you know, I forget that most of the time I'm bringing information forward daily, and it is a lot to the system. It is a lot to be processing, and you know, it's a lot of heavy duty information that we're getting through. So I'm really grateful that we do have the Angelic Council stepping forward and, you know, giving us some lighter messages and giving us some messages that we can take a step back with and cultivate more life within our own, well, more life and light within our own lives at this time. And you know, I am definitely in a space where I am having to acknowledge where I need to take some time out to cultivate more light in the places where I'm receiving a lot of information about dark aspects of things. And I'm bringing this forward because I think some of you out there in the collective are just consuming a lot of information that is definitely necessary to know, but don't get lost in the source of the negativity. And you know, I definitely found myself there a few times in my journey when I first started to, you know, read about the negative reptilians and start to understand just exactly what is happening in the world. It can feel very overwhelming and very isolating, and today's message is a culmination of that experience. I think kind of waking up now, what it can feel like, the different, you know, twists and turns that happen on this path, and also just allowing us to have a stopgap to appreciate us, everyone. And my heart has been so open this week. This has been part of the problem of why I couldn't be here, because this is the most heart open that I think I've ever been in my entire life, and it floored me to have this much love and I guess gratitude within my system. Definitely just it has rendered me, yeah, it rendered me into a state of almost not being able to cope with what is happening. And I know that sounds very strange, but I've been living in the path of, you know, things that have felt very difficult for a really long time. And now that more light is coming into my system, now that more gratitude is coming into my system, it does feel unusual. And I think some of you might be at that stage too, you know, and a lot of emotions was kicked up that couldn't meet this light. So there was a lot of things from my past being brought up so that I could just fully feel it and release it. So for those that might be in the sticky in between right now, please hear the words of this message and take them on as your own, because they are here for you. This is exactly what this message is for. It's for those that have been struggling. It's for those that have been feeling, you know, lost in the source, I like to call it, in the negative, or too much in the light. There is definitely a thing of being too much in the light and it feeling overwhelming and scary. I don't hear a lot of people talk about this a lot, but coming from, you know, a traumatic experience to so much light can feel traumatic in itself. And I think we forget that too, everyone. Sometimes when things are feeling good, when things are going great, that can also just be a trigger, because some of us out here aren't used to that. And this is a moment to just take a breath and say, I'm okay no matter what is happening, you know, whether it's completely negative or full of light. Both those things can kind of feel the same at some points in the journey. And I think there will be more messages about that being brought forward, especially from the Angelic Council. But today's message is so beautiful, and yeah, I was just so grateful to receive it. But today's message is titled the light within you shines. And they started with, "Dear light ones, today's message is a reminder that you are not alone. We know at times this path of light, of love, of utter fight can seem lonesome. We see many of you struggling to come back home into yourselves through fears of never meeting like-minded individuals or being shamed for your beliefs or preferences and ways of living. We ask that you please continue to live unapologetically for you, and know that your tribe will find you, your right friends will find you, and those that will understand you will truly find you. For many, this path has been an uphill battle up until this point. We wish to remind you that it is time. So many are waking up. So many are willing to speak out about what they experience and what they believe in like never before. We see so many of you having heart and courage to dare to say yes and continue to walk the path of the light, although there are so many around you still in shadow. This is not easy, and a reminder of just how strong you truly are. Today, please take some time to celebrate you. What is it about you that you like? What is it about you that you actually appreciate, that which you love in others, the aspects that you perhaps don't acknowledge about yourself? This is a reminder that the world is here to be explored by you. It is for you. This dear soul has mentioned Earth being a prison planet, and whilst this may seem true in many cases, we promise there is so much here for you to explore. You just have to decide it's time and take the leap of faith. We see so many of you still holding yourselves back, not daring to do or say the thing. No more. Please just be you and shine your light, for how will others find you if they can't see you? We see you as our children, our allies. We see you in divine light, perfect as you are. We know this may sound like a wishy-washy statement, but it is true. We adore you, and we cannot wait until you all see the accurate amount of love and light that lives within you. Please take 2 minutes today to remind yourself of how amazing you are, of how big your heart is, and how it is utterly, blissfully perfect to be you exactly as you are. All our love. And I have just been beaming from ear to ear this week, everyone, in the most amount of gratitude, I think, for, I guess, the space that the Angelic Council bring forward today. And, you know, I'm starting to see exactly why I've chosen my specific friends, the people around me that I resonate with, because I realize there's aspects of them that I actually are very similar to aspects about me. And that is obviously why we get along, but also just this coming from the understanding of expanse and seeing everyone just as purely a mirror of yourself, and, you know, just being in the space to be able to witness that in all spaces, you know, even aspects about others that I perhaps, you know, don't necessarily resonate with, or I can see, you know, where others might still be in their shadow, and just having the most amount of compassion for that, knowing that, you know, I've been in that space or in a similar space to them, and just being open to that. It's making me want to cry again. Everything just feels so much more freeing, and like the light is here. And I think this is the space that I've been looking to get to for a really long time. And I think this is the cusp of where so many might find yourselves right now, just thinking, you know, there aren't many people around me that understand me. There aren't many people around me that have the same views as me. And I think I was so focused on those aspects rather than just allowing my light to shine on other people. And the more that I've just been so heart open to others, is the more that I've been able to see even more light in other people. And, you know, I think this is a space that we're all trying to get to. You know, we're trying to reach this 5D higher level earth understanding. And I do truly believe it is just seeing the light in everyone. And, you know, there has to be boundaries, of course. You know, some of us are in very different spaces than others, so take what resonates. But the more that I have just allowed my heart to just shine on someone else, even those that, you know, I've had struggles with, grievances with, I've just had the utmost amount of compassion for everything. And it's truly made me just see the world in a very different light. And you have to shine your own light onto you too, specifically those out there right now that might feel, you know, alone or feel afraid of this path. I've been there. I'm completely with you. And, you know, this is why we are here. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you ever just need an ear or you want someone to talk to. This is why we are here. There has been things that we want to put in place. Slowly but surely we are getting there to make this more of a cohesive community so that we can all, you know, communicate with each other. But please do support each other in comments. You know, if you see people commenting, please comment as well. You know, I feel the same, or I've been through something similar. It really does encourage everyone to just start shining their light and be seen by everyone else. And I realized the more that I've stepped out and just shown who I am, the more it's allowed others to step out too and shine a similar light. There are so many people around me that I've had to double take at to turn around and see them differently, because now they're shining their light out also. And I'm not saying that's because of me. I think that's just the sign of the times. You know, the earth is raising her frequency. Everyone is dropping so many layers that we're mass, that we're just created by a system that no longer serves us. And everyone is just wanting to be themselves. And deep down, everyone just wants to be loved. This is something that I think I've missed this whole time. And, you know, sometimes people come kicking and screaming, trying to find that love. Some people, you know, want the love but reject it. Some people, you know, cower away at love because it feels too painful. And the more that I'm looking around and just seeing that love truly is the answer, light truly is the answer, the more that I'm just in utter gratitude for being here. Even though at some spaces it feels like a prison planet, I'm grateful to be experiencing it, and to be experiencing it with everyone that is around me. I'm starting to realize just how integral every single person has ever been in my life's journey, and I'm utterly grateful for all of them. You know, even the spaces that have been really dark, really shadowy, it's made me who I am today. So I think for those that perhaps might be in a similar space of doing some life reviews like I have been the past week, it's okay. Everything is going to be okay, and you will find your tribe. And I promise you, we're here for you. The Light Renegades are here for you, and we are creating the most amount of space that we can with regards to just accepting everyone exactly as they are, you know, shadow and all. We're delving into the darkness in the darkness series so that we can allow those people that are still in their shadow to be met by the light and say, you know, you are welcome here. How can we help you? How can we work together to be in balance with each other? And I realize that as much as I wish that everyone could see the world the way that I do, I know that, you know, it wouldn't make for a cohesive world. And, you know, it is exciting times, or there is a lot of negativity out there right now. It's an amazing world to be experiencing. You know, my mind is blown on a daily basis of what is possible right now. And especially now, you know, the layers of everything are just shedding of such negativity, and more light is here for us to access. So just make sure that you are creating those spaces for yourself wherever you can. And, you know, if this is just you alone in your room, I was literally there probably for about a year of this journey, and, you know, I didn't want to go out and see anyone. I didn't want to be around people. I couldn't be around people. I felt like I was allergic to the light at some stages, and it's okay to be there. I promise you, you will step out again. You will feel like you want to go and socialize again. You will find people that will resonate with you. It doesn't matter what they believe in or not. You will find people that will mirror back to you the aspects about you that are amazing. And that's what I've started to realize. All the people that I love are truly just aspects of myself that I love too. And I feel incredibly grateful to be at that point of the expanse of being able to see that and trying to accept that deeper into my own heart every single day. And that is what I wish for all of you, to just be accepting more love, to be giving more love, and just receiving, you know, the light that you deserve, because it lives within you, it lives within all of us. So the more that we all just shine our own light and love, the more that there is out there in the world. It's as simple as that. But I think that's all for today. Another ramble, another emotional ramble. This is why they've not let me on camera all week, because I've just been like this in in so many phases of this journey, everyone. So thank you for being here. Thank you for witnessing. Thank you for those that are in the community right now. We are incredibly appreciative of you, and, you know, you're utter powerhouses. Anyone that is watching this, you are here because you are a powerhouse of love, and I'm grateful for you. All of us Light Renegades are grateful for you. But I'll be back next week with more messages, everyone. But that's all from me today. Take those 2 minutes to appreciate you, because you're worth it.